Today on the Cardinal Sports Network, we bring you Varsity Softball, as your Lawrence Cardinals will be taking on the Notre Dame Mighty Irish. Up on the mound today for the Cardinals will be Emily Chu, and looks like the leadoff batter for Notre Dame is going to be Helen Walshian. Chu with the first pitch, and that one's going to be fouled off by Walshian for a strike. Chu looking for a pitch she likes. Here it comes. And that will be strike two against Walshian. Chu with the pitch. Attempted bunt, that's going to go foul. So we'll hold it 2 strikes. Oh, and 2 is Chu's been starting off strong at the mound. Here's the pitch. That will be low for a ball. 1-2 the count. Chu with a pitch. That one's going to be sent out towards the outfield, but caught for an out. So the Cardinals have 1 out on the board against the Notre Dame Irish. Next up to face Chu's pitching will be Ashley Gianopolo. First pitch to Gianopolo is a called strike. Strike 2. Chu delivering on the mound there. Gianopolo's let 2 of them go by. Here's the next pitch. And Gianopolo gets a hold of that one. It's headed out towards the outfield, but caught for another out. So 2 up and 2 down. Next up for the Irish will be Emily Rearstein. Chu sends it in, and Rearstein sends it right out. That one's going to land in the outfield. The throw back, and Rearstein's going to hold it second. So first batter on base, Rearstein ends up with a double. That will bring up Jody Wacker. Little consultation there with the umpire, and we'll get things moving again. Cleanup batter for the Irish, Jody Wacker. Now she'll step into the batter's box. Chu will send the pitch in, and that will be a ball. Ball 1. Pitch to Wacker is low for ball 2. Runner holds at second. 2-0 the count against Wacker. Actually in favor of Wacker. Chu eyeing her up. Here's the pitch. Ball 3, but stolen base. As Rearstein gets to third, just ahead of the pitch. Chu with the pitch. And that will be a walk. She'll send Wacker to first base, so now runners at first and third. Next up to bat for Notre Dame will be Sarah Dunn. Chu sends it in. That was going to be sent foul for a strike. There's the pitch. Runner steals second. Throw to third is not in time. So now runners on second and third. There's the pitch. That one's sent out. Runner will hold at first, but 2 runs score. Score now 2-0 in favor of Notre Dame. Still top of the first inning. Next into the batter's box for Notre Dame will be Alea Gimpolo. Chu sends it in just a little low for a ball. Next pitch by Chu. And runner going for second. Safe at second. Stolen base. Chu sends it in there, and that's called for a strike. 1-1 the count. Sorry, 2-1 the count. Next pitch. That one's going to be a ball. Here's a pitch. Swing and a miss. Full count. Chu sends that one in just a little low, and she'll walk Giampolo. Next up for Notre Dame will be Kara Mazzacco. First pitch to Mazzacco is a ball. Runners will stay on first and second. That one's popped foul for a strike. Here's a pitch. That's low for a ball. Runners will advance. And they'll hold at second and third. Chu will return to the mound. Two and one the count. Here comes the pitch. Swing and a miss. 2-2 the count. Here's the pitch. That one's going to be popped foul. We'll hold it 2-2. Chu will just need one more strike to get out of this inning. Here's a pitch. That's low for a ball. 3-2 the count. Chu with the pitch. That one's going to be popped foul. We'll hold it 3-2. And the runner from third is going to steal home for a point. And that one's called back, so she'll return to third base. Ball wasn't in play at the time. Another foul ball, still holding the count at 3-2. Now Chu with the pitch. And that will be a walk. So we got the bases loaded now. That will bring up Riley Michalk. Michalk will be pitching in the bottom of the first. Let's see what she can do at bat. First pitch is a ball. Here's the second pitch. That one's high for another ball. Chu sends one in there, just a little low, but got called for the strike. 2-1 the count. Here's the pitch. That'll be a ball. 3-1 to count. Michalk with a hit. That's going to drop in, and runners will head for home. So the pitcher, Michalk, gets a triple and drives 3 runs in. Now the score is 5-0 in favor of Notre Dame. Still in the top of the first, 1 out to go. And the umpire and the Notre Dame coach having a little chat. We have a substitute runner going in. That's Kalen Rasika, who will be running from third. Meanwhile, Ella McColgan at the batter's box. First pitch goes by for a strike. Here's the second pitch, and that one's going to be hit. Shortstop throw to first is high. And McColgan will advance to second. Cardinals are going to have a little meeting at the mound to discuss what they can do to end this inning. Been a bit of a challenge for Chu, who I'm sure is getting tired after having pitched to the entire batting order for Notre Dame. Head coach Dana Williams out there trying to keep spirits up for the team. So that will do for the meeting at the mound, and Helen Walshen will return for her second at-bat in this inning. She was actually the first out of the inning. She popped it up in the air for an out. Pitch is a bunt. Chu gets to it. The throw does not get there in time. But the throw back to home plate does, and that will end the inning with a score of 6-0, Notre Dame in the lead. Let's see if the Cardinals can come back in the bottom of the first.
You're watching the Cardinal Sports Network here on LTBS TV.
Welcome to the bottom of the first inning. The Cardinals will now get their chance at bat. First up to bat for Lawrence will be Katie Kafrida. And up on the mound pitching will be Riley Mitchell, who got a triple at her at bat in the top of the first. Now Kafrida steps into the box, waiting on the catcher to come back. And now Mitchell thinking about throwing her first pitch. Here it comes. Swing and a miss for Kafrida. Strike one. Chalk winds up and sends another one in there. Strike two. That was a little high, but Kafrida swung. Mitchell sending it in with quite a bit of speed. That was low for a ball one. 1-2 the count. Here's the pitch. And she'll go down swinging. Next up will be Paige Liamson, batting for Lawrence. Liamson, the second base player for this team. Strike one. Here's the pitch. Check swing. And that was called for a ball. Good eye. Next pitch. That was going to be popped foul for strike two. Now Mitchell winds up for the pitch. That was called strike three. So Mitchell really being effective at the mound. Next up to bat for Lawrence will be Emma Cotroci. First pitch to Cotroci. And that one's a ball. Mitchell with the pitch. Swing and a miss for a strike. 1-1 the count. Here's the next pitch. That will also go by for a strike. 1-2 the count as Cotroci gets ready for next pitch. She'll pop that one up, and count will remain 1-2. Now Mitchell back at the mound, ready for the next pitch. She'll send that one in. Cotroci pops that one up in the air. And that will be caught for an out as the Notre Dame Irish retire the Cardinals 1-2-3. Stay tuned for the second inning.
You're watching the Cardinal Sports Network here on LTPS TV.
Welcome to the top of the second inning. Lawrence Cardinals at the field. Emily Chu on the mound. She's had time to rest up that arm after a lengthy first inning. And she'll be facing Ashley Ginopolo as the first batter for Notre Dame. That was called for a strike. And Ginopolo hit a pop fly that was caught for an out in the first inning. Now Chu sends the second pitch in there. That one's a grounder over the shortstop. Throw to first is there in time. And she's out. Next up for the Irish will be Emily Rearstein, who got a double at her last at bat. Chu will be hoping to put her away this time. Here comes the pitch. Check swing, called for a strike. Now Chu winding up for the pitch. That one's popped up in the air and caught for out number 2. So things going well in the early stages of this inning for the Cardinals. Next batter to step up to the mound will be Jody Wacker. Not the mound, up to the batter's box will be Jody Wacker, who was actually walked in the first inning. Chu sends the first pitch in, and Wacker hits a grounder to shortstop. Throw to first, and the Cardinals will retire Notre Dame 1-2-3. Stay tuned for the bottom of the second inning.
You're watching the Cardinal Sports Network here on LTPS TV.
Welcome to the bottom of the second inning. Cardinals are at bat. Stepping up to the plate for Lawrence will be Allie McGuire, center fielder for the Cardinals. Back up on the mound, Riley Mitchalk will be pitching for Notre Dame. Now McGuire steps into the batter's box. And here comes the first pitch. Swing and miss for strike one. Mitchalk winds up. That will be popped, fly, foul ball for strike two. And they'll send in a fresh ball. Now Mitchalk readies herself for the next pitch while McGuire gets ready to belt it out of the park. That one's called for, well, it's swung and a miss for strike three. And Mitchalk retires the first batter from the Cardinals. Next up at the plate will be Lawrence's pitcher, Emily Chu. She got a bit of a workout in the first inning, facing a lot of batters, but made quick work of the second inning. First pitch goes by for a strike. Chu steps back into the batter's box. Now Mitchalk with the pitch. Strike two. Mitchalk still sending them in there with a lot of speed. Here comes the pitch. And that'll be tipped foul by Chu. We'll hold at 0-2. Now Mitchalk with the windup. Just a little low for a ball. 1-2 the count. Here's the pitch. And it's a grounder. Throw to first is going to get there in time, and that will be out number two for the Cardinals. Next up for the Cardinals will be number 8, Caitlin Sanjak. Sanjak plays third base and sometimes pitches for the Cardinals. Mitchalk sends the first pitch in, and that one's popped in the air by Sanjak and caught for the third out to bring us to the close of the second inning.
You're watching the Cardinal Sports Network here on LTPS TV.
Welcome to the top of the third inning in this exciting girls softball game between the Lawrence Cardinals and the Notre Dame Mighty Irish. Stepping into the batter's box for the Irish, Sarah Dunn, who singled her last time at bat. Chu with the pitch. Called for a strike. Chu had a bit of a rough outing in the first inning. Allowed 6 runs, but put them away in the second inning. Let's see how this inning goes. 1-1 the count against Dunn. Here's the pitch. And she'll hit it right to third base. Throw to first is there in plenty of time for the first out of this inning. That will bring up Alea Giampolo for Notre Dame. Giampolo was walked in the first inning. This will be her second time at bat. First pitch, and that'll be low for ball one. Next pitch to Giampolo. That was going to be hit, just over the third baseman. Throw to second's going to hold the runner at first, but a single for Giampolo. Next up will be Kara Mazaka for Notre Dame. She also was walked in the first inning. There's the pitch. That was low for a ball. Runner's going to hold it first. Here comes the next pitch to Mazako, and she's going to hit a grounder. Throw to third is going to hold the runners up, so double for Mazaka. And a scoring run in position there on third base. That will bring up Riley Mitchell, the pitcher for Notre Dame, who last time at bat got a triple. Chu with the pitch. And it's a grounder out to the outfield. Both runners head from home. So Mitchell drives home too and gets a single. Next up for Notre Dame will be Ella McColgan. Last time she came to bat, she got a double. And pinch runner going in on first base. That's Kyla Rasika will be pinch running. Swing and a miss for McColgan for strike one. Chu looking her over. Here comes the pitch. And that one's going to be bunted foul. Strike two. Chu looking her over. Now getting ready for the pitch. That one's just a little high for a ball. The runner's going to advance to second. One and two the count. Here's the pitch. And that will be sent foul. Count will hold at 1-2. Here's the next pitch. That's called for a strike. Now at the plate, Helen Wolshian. She'll send that one foul. This will be the third at bat for Wolshian. First time at bat, she did a pop fly that was caught for an out. The second time, she got a single. And this time she popped it out of bounds. So that will end the top of the inning, and the Cardinals will come up to bat.
You're watching the Cardinal Sports Network here on LTPS TV.
Lawrence now stepping up to the plate. First batter will be number 24, Sienna Cruz. Cruz plays shortstop and outfield. Here's the first pitch to Cruz, and it's a strike. Mitchell showing no signs of slowing down with her pitches. Cruz gets a piece of that one. It's going to bounce foul. Strike two. Here comes the pitch. That one's high and outside for a ball. 1-2 the count to Cruz. Here's the pitch. She'll check swing as that one rolls by for another ball. Two and two the count to Cruz. Here's the pitch. That one's called for a strike, and that will retire Cruz. Next up for the Cardinals will be Abby Duncan. Duncan plays first base and outfield for the Cardinals. First pitch to Duncan is tip foul. Strike one. Duncan will have to wait while they fetch another ball. Here it comes. Now Mitchell getting ready for the pitch. Here it comes. And that one's low. Duncan lets it go by for a ball. Next pitch to Duncan. Another one low for ball two. A little bit of encouragement there from the catcher. And Mitchell will send it in. Called for a strike. 2-2 the count. Here's the pitch. That was low for a ball. Full count. Now Duncan looking to get a piece of this one. And she'll tip that one foul. Count will hold at 3-2. Now Duncan back in the batter's box. Here comes the pitch. And that one's called for a strike. Mitchell understandably happy with the way things are going and trying to pep up the rest of her team. Meanwhile, Caitlin Mulroy is going to round out the batting order for the Cardinals. Mulroy plays second base and outfield. Oh, and 2 the count to Mulroy. Swing and a miss, and that will do it for the inning as the Cardinals go down swinging. Score 8-0 in favor of Notre Dame. Stay tuned for the fourth inning.
You're watching the Cardinal Sports Network here on LTPS TV.
Now the Cardinals will take to the field for the start of the fourth inning. Emily Chu still on the mound pitching. Stepping up to the plate for Notre Dame, Ashley Ginopolo. Ginopolo hit a pop fly for an out at her first time at bat. Her second time at bat, she hit a grounder and was thrown out at first. So she has yet to get to first base. Chu with the pitch. And that one's called a ball. 1-1 the count. Chu sends it in there, and it's a grounder right past the third base. It'll go deep the outfield and throw to first. Gets there in time, but she wasn't tagged out. So Ginopolo is going to be credited with a double. Next up for Notre Dame will be Emily Rearstein. Rearstein got a double in her first at bat and then a pop fly for an out her second time at bat. Chu waiting for Rearstein to get back in the batter's box. And the umpires are going to hold things up and have a quick discussion. That seems to be over with, and we will get back to the game. Rearstein in the box. Chu on the mound. Here's the pitch. Strike one. Stolen base, however, as Notre Dame now has Ginopolo on third base, ready to score. Chu with the pitch, and that one's hit out to the outfield. It's going to drive the run home, and Rearstein will hold up for a single. Brings the score now 9-0 in favor of Notre Dame. And we've got another pinch runner going in for Notre Dame. That's Morgan Kane. Will be doing the running duties from first base. Up at bat now, Jody Wacker. She'll pop that one up in the air. And it's going to drift foul. Wacker walked her first time at bat today and was thrown out her second time. Judging by the distance that foul ball went, she's got some power behind that bat. Now Chu delivers a pitch. It's a grounder. Throw to second, gets there in time for the out. Wacker stays on first for the single. Next up for Notre Dame will be Sarah Dunn. Dunn's first time at bat today, she got a single, but her second time at bat, she was thrown out. And the Notre Dame coach is crossing the field to have a word with his runner. Runner says, "Yep, coach, I can run." So we won't have a pinch runner this time. Now Dunn getting ready to step into the box. And there goes Dunn into the batter's box. Chu looking her over. She's made up her mind. Here comes the pitch. And that one will be held up at first. Next pitch. That was attempted play there by a third baseman. Runner advances and a single. So runners on first and second for Notre Dame. Now stepping up to the plate, Alea Giampolo. So far this game, she's had a walk and a single. And pinch runner going in. That's Emma Marchese, who's going to be taking over for Jody Wacker. Giampolo will hopefully step into the box there. There she goes. Chu sends the first pitch in, and that was grounded foul ball. Chu with the second pitch. That was grounded right through the pocket and to the outfield. Throw to first is not going to get there in time to stop anything. Runners advance to second and third. And not a lot of a run to score, so Notre Dame now has 10 runs on the board. Next up for Notre Dame will be Kara Mazzaro, or Mazzocco, I'm sorry. Mazzocco was walked in the first inning and got a double the next time at bat. That's going to be low for ball one. Second pitch to Mazzocco. That one's popped way up in the air and will drift foul. So 1-1 the count. Now Chu with the pitch. Swing and a miss for a strike. 1-2 the count. Chu winds up and delivers. That was tipped foul. We'll hold it 1-2 for the count. Mazzocco steps back into the box. And Chu will deliver the next pitch. That was low for a ball. 2-2 the count. Chu with the pitch. That one's sent toward the outfield. A little trouble getting a mid on that one. And she'll get a single out of that and drive a run home. Score now, drove 2 runs home. Score now 12-0 in favor of the Notre Dame Mighty Irish. Riley Mitchok, the pitcher, stepping into the batter's box. She got a triple and a single in her 2 at-bats. Not bad for a pitcher. Here comes the first pitch, and she pounds that one, but it's going to go foul. Now Chu winds up for the next pitch, and Mitchok sends that one. Throw to second, gets there in time to make the play, and it's force out. So now 2 outs on the board. Runner on first. Ella McColgan will be batting for Notre Dame next. Here's the pitch. She pops that one out towards the outfield. It's going to drop in between the outfielders. Throw to home plate. Does not get there in time, and runner advances to third. So Kogan with a triple. Barely. That will take us back to the top of the batting order for Notre Dame. And we should be seeing Helen Wolshian come out to the mound, but instead we're seeing the the coach coming out. Perhaps we're going to see a substitution. And yes, number 9, Audrey Ilfeld, will be coming in to bat. I believe this is the first time we've seen Ilfeld in this game. Chu sends the ball in. That'll be low for a ball. Chu with her next pitch. Called for a strike. 1-1 the count. Runner on third base looking to go home. Here's the pitch. That one's hit directly to the first baseman, and easy out for the Cardinals, and they will put an end to this inning. Stay tuned, and we'll see the Cardinals coming up to bat.
You're watching the Cardinal Sports Network here on LTPS TV.
Welcome to the bottom of the 4th inning, where the Cardinals have a little bit of catching up to do as they're trailing 13-0 behind the Notre Dame Mighty Irish. We're going to be returning to the top of the order for Lawrence as Katie Crafrida will be stepping into the batter's box shortly. Last time up, she struck out. She'll be looking to improve on that for this time. Out at the mound, we've still got Riley Mitchok, and she delivers a strike on the first pitch. Next pitch to Kafrida. Strike 2. Now Kafrida steps back into the batter's box, and Mitchok will deliver a pitch. That one's tipped foul. We'll hold our count at 0-2. Kafrida lives to swing another pitch. Here's the pitch. That one's going to be popped up in the air and caught for an out. That will bring up Paige Liamson for Lawrence. Liamson also struck out the first time at bat today and is looking to improve on that. Got a new third base player going in for Notre Dame. That's Isabella Antasiewicz. First pitch is going to be popped foul for a strike. Liamson got a piece of that one. Yeah, we'll hold up for a moment while they fetch another ball. There it goes. Oh, and 1 the count to Liamson. Here's the pitch. That'll be low for a ball. 1-1 the count. Next pitch to Liamson. That will be tipped foul for strike 2. 1-2 the count. Here's the pitch. That'll be high for a ball. 2-2 the count. Here comes the pitch. And she'll go down with a called strike. That will bring up Emma Catroci. In her first time at bat, Catroci managed to get a piece of the ball, but it was caught for an out. She'll be hoping to do something else this time. Strike 1 to Catroci. Here's the pitch. Strike 2 as she's swinging away at that. Catroci back in the batter's box. Here comes the pitch. And she'll tip that one foul, so we'll stay at 0-2. Catroci getting a little advice from head coach Dana Williams there. Here's the pitch. And that was wide for a ball. Here's the pitch. That's low for ball 2. 2-2 the count now to Catroci. That one's popped up in the air. Going to drift foul. Count remains 2-2. Catroci stepping back into the box. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. That will do it for the Cardinals for the 4th inning, as we retire them with a score of 13-0. Stay tuned for more softball action.
You're watching the Cardinal Sports Network here on LTPS TV.
So the Cards will take to the field with Emma Chu still on the mound, pitching for Lawrence. Waiting to see who steps out from Notre Dame. They've made some substitutions. In fact, there goes the umpire. Talk to folks about it. And looks like we'll have Number 10, Kaylin Rosica, batting for Notre Dame as soon as the umpire gets it all straight. I believe this will be the first time we'll see her at bat, although she's done some pinch running earlier in the game. First pitch is called for a strike. Chu looks her over and delivers the pitch. That'll be popped foul for a second strike. Chu sees the pitch that she likes, and she'll send one in. Just a little low for a ball. 1-2 the count. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss, and that will do it for Rosica. Next up to bat for Notre Dame will be another substitute. Victoria DeLate will be batting. First pitch to DeLate. Called for a strike. Now Chu winding up for the next pitch. And that one, I believe, is going to be called a ball. Chu delivers the next pitch. Swing and a miss. 1-2 the count. Chu ready for her next pitch. There it is. Ball 2. 2-2 the count. Now Chu's next pitch to DeLate. And that was a little wide. Full count now to DeLate. Here's the pitch, and she'll go down swinging. There's another out for the Cardinals. Chu calmly evaluating the situation. Next up for Notre Dame will be another substitute. Izzy Stultz will be hitting for Notre Dame. Throw to first is there in plenty of time, and that will retire Notre Dame.
You're watching the Cardinal Sports Network here on LTPS TV.
Welcome to the bottom of the fifth inning in this varsity softball game, Lawrence versus Notre Dame. Stepping up to the plate for Lawrence will be Allie McGuire. In her previous at-bat today, she struck out, so she'll be looking to improve upon that. Riley Mitchalk sends the first pitch in there. It's tipped foul for a strike. McGuire waiting on the next pitch. Here it comes. And she'll send that one foul too. Strike 2. Now McGuire lines up for the next one. Here's the pitch, and she'll send that one out towards the outfield. That's going to drift foul. Oh, and 2 the count. McGuire in the box. That one's going to be low for a ball. 1-2 the count now to McGuire. Here comes the pitch. Ball 2. 2-2 the count. And the pitch. Swing and a miss, and McGuire will go down swinging. 1 out for the Cardinals. That will bring up Emily Chu, who's been working overtime as batter today, or as pitcher today. She'll now get a chance at bat. Last time she was thrown out at first. First pitch goes by for a strike. Here's the next pitch. And she lets that one go by for a ball. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. 1-2 the count. Mitch Hawk readies the next pitch. And Chu will go down swinging. That will bring up Caitlin Sanjek, batting for Lawrence. She got a piece of one her first time at bat, but it was caught for an out. That one's going to bounce foul. Strike 1. Mitch Hawk looks her over. Here comes the pitch. Sanjek swings and misses for a strike. 0-2 the count. Here's the pitch. And it's a grounder hit to the first base. Tagged for the out. That will close out the inning, and that will be the end of our game as the mercy rule will kick in as the Notre Dame Mighty Irish have a 13-0 lead at the end of the 5th inning of play. Thank you for watching, and be sure to tune in again next time for more Cardinal sports action on LTPS TV.